Cheers, COD family! It's your princess. Welcome to my live stream, new developer Q&A. Hello, everyone! It's going wild already here. Welcome, everyone! Sponge Tony, number 4, Bacchus, Trick, Grubby, King Husi, and I think, yeah, that's everyone who typed in. Trick, who are you? New Q&A, and I named it massive changes because in my opinion, we get some massive changes. We get changes we asked for a long time. We got some super surprising ones. I was really speechless. And that's just a little bit, let's talk together, guys. I'm interested. What are your thoughts? I talked a little bit earlier in the German group in game. We talked a little bit about it, so I got some extra infos and stuff like this. And we will just go a little bit through it one by one. Maybe some people, Bucky saying there's changes, haven't maybe not see the system mail yet. It is, what is it, Europe time? It is 3:30 p.m. Not, oh my God. Hi, Matcha, welcome. I'm 100% sure Matcha is a person who haven't watched at that yet as well. So let's just look what we have, and if you have some additional infos, opinions, just can tell me in chat what is your opinion about. I can fix my Kinara. I think a lot of people are going to be happy about the first one. Q1 after upgrading hero star rating. It's too easy to upgrade a hero skill you didn't want to upgrade. Will you make possible to lock the scope of skill upgrades? We received a lot of feedback on this issue over the years. That's true. Fact. We agree that skills unlocked later in sequence shouldn't affect the probability of the upgrading skills you've already unlocked, blah, 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 blah. For the reasons, we will introducing a lock mechanism to the hero skill upgrades. When the feature becomes available, you will be able to set the scope of a hero skill upgrades like this. Only upgrade skill 1, only upgrade skill 1 and 2, only upgrade skill 1, 2, and 3, upgrade all skills. So the thing is, I was looking forward for something that you can say only upgrade skill 2 or only upgrade skill 3. But as I read this, correct me if I'm wrong, we are not getting that we can choose in which skill it goes. It just saves us that we have to save the medals and not upstar it early. But it is still kind of luck based, for example, when I do it with a hero. So that is how I read it. So that you cannot say directly go to slot 3 or go directly to slot 4. That's how I read it. Trick. Time to say bad words. Trick, you start. It's like rock, so it's fine. Sponge, so how is it? Is it in rock the same way? So it basically just saves us that we have to hold back, but it is still a gambling, right? So the only thing it will save us is that we can upstar our heroes faster. So basically, you can upstar a hero instantly to 6 stars if you want, because you can choose first my skill 1 and then you go from there. So I feel like in other games, it's really that you can choose directly in which skills it goes, and I feel like after they let us wait so long, that would have maybe be the gameplay here. But it is what it is. It is still an improvement. At least it doesn't happen to you. You have a moment. You don't pay so much attention. Even I'm playing that game 2 years, and I'm always so afraid I kind of mess it up when I'm doing that I just upstar it too fast and not looking at it. So we can't lock on one skill. No, that is how I'm reading it. Hi, Murder. Just because you don't see me typing doesn't mean I'm not here. The new, so, but now we come to the interesting part, in my opinion. Run it in the mods. Yeah, it's like that. If you only want the 4 skill, it's luck based, but if you want the second skill, it's good. Okay. I mean, but the second skill with this, so it is definitely an improvement, but I feel like I would have seen it that you can say that more specific, but it is okay. The new feature will allow players to spend hero tokens upgrading the skills they want to upgrade, bringing you to better gameplay experience. At the same time, we will replacing retaining items in your inventory with reset items, allowing you to reset hero skills you're not happy with and then use the new skill log feature to upgrade them as you see fit. So that means that stuff we have in inventory, I think we can get that also from the alliance mobilization. Isn't that there as a reward? I think so. I feel like the book of retraining, as it randomly reassigns a hero skill, that they will exchange into items where you can reset them. But I do think the way the game is that they probably give us some for free or something like that the first time. So, and here comes the interesting part, because does that mean, I know that from Age of Empires Mobile, when you fully reset a hero, so let's go for example into my Bertrand. So you see here what you used on your Bertrand, right? So do you get back the G2 tokens if I would reset him, or do I get back only Bertrand ones? Because that makes that when you, for example, I did something, where's my amazing Chimera, which got never used on the field. So I don't know what I did with my Chimera, and I don't know why I did that. And I do fully regret I put in her universal tokens. I'm not even using her. So if I would get the chance that I can reset her and get back that legendary tokens, that would be huge. If it's like in Age of Empires Mobile, you get, if you reset a hero and you use universals or generation hero tokens, you get them back like Chimera tokens. So in this case, you would get 50 Chimera tokens. I'm just thinking if that is possible. But maybe how is that in Rock when you reset a hero? How is that in Rock? And good for people who didn't do the, for Mac players who have all 4 skills unlocked. So you can 5 and 6 star her without being scared of getting the 4th skill. I agree. Don't think so. Just stars and Bertrand goes probably. I think that's in Rock. Okay, so that means even if you have used universal ones, you get back Bertrands. Yeah, you don't get universals in Rock. That is, I mean, that would be massive. That would be massive. I will test it out instantly when the update comes, if that is possible. Because I'm not really using her, and I will never use her. Unless my gameplay super changed. Never say never, but we also have the early game reset, new feature, let us reset 1 legendary and 1 purple. I mean, we have maybe to go a little bit further. Is that in the Q&A as well? I still hope, because on some heroes, I mean, 43 wasted universal tokens, I would like to get them back. I would take that if they gave us an option for that. But in my opinion, big W, that is what the whole community asked for. We have to wait to see how the reset works, but for the skills, it is definitely a W. I mean, they can change that in the game. They don't have to do it like they did in Rock. They could, but from the experience in the past updates, it was basically very, very often that they just had a feature very similar like in Rock. No, this is already in the game in Season 1. Okay. So in Season 1 now, the players get 1 reset. And number 4, when they do that reset, will they get the universals back? Or will they just get, if they used universals, for example, like me on Chimera, will they get Chimera tokens back? Because maybe they make it similar like they do it in Season 1 then for us. Yeah, but we didn't get it number 4, just a Season 1 player, I think. Yeah, okay. Okay. So to the next one, will you make more 3Ds and arrows available? We will be adding more ways to obtain 3Ds and arrows and improving existing methods for obtaining them. Changes will include improving the experience of obtaining arrows from defeating Darklings by increasing the chances of obtaining them and the number of obtained each time. Higher level Darklings will be guaranteed to drop arrows. increasing the number of treaties and arrows that can be purchased from the honorary membership store using resources. I think that is kind of a big W for the free-to-play. Adding Sentinel arrow, as long as it's not taking the mana. Adding Sentinel arrows as rewards for season achievements, Brink of War, and certain events. Adding treaties to the Battle Abyss exchange store. So this is a big, big W for the free-to-play players, for the low spenders in the early game. I remember that time, treaties and arrows was so long a topic. When you're not spending much or when you're free to play, it takes you forever getting them. And I used up in ending gems. And I think everyone who kind of wanted to reach that T5s and upgrade that buildings, I think it was the rally building and the watchtower. And at some point you just used gems, and it was a crazy amount of gems you had to use. And now when you exchange them, you get some little speeds. Sponge, oh my God, finally I'm so close to T5. That will help you a lot. Hi, Majestic, welcome. So this is definitely big, big W for the free-to-plays, for the low spenders. It also helps them to just catch up in the game a little bit more. I'm totally fine with that change. I think there will maybe, especially for the new player base, maybe make it, that they don't quit so early because they feel they can never reach it. So that brings them a little bit closer to their goal. You gotta use gems. Maybe not. I mean, Battle Abyss exchange store is really cool. Now you have the arrows guaranteed from Darklings. So maybe Sponge, if I would be in a spot where I'm pretty close, I would probably wait right now for the changes and look how much you get, because I feel like saving the gems and using them later in a Forge of Light is my opinion, more valuable. It's up to you, Sponge. I would really look at this, and if they increase that in a good amount, I would save my gems for other stuff, but that's just me. Okay, now we come to a feature which I was like, when I was reading that, I was checking with the German group because I couldn't believe it. Will you lower the cost of migration and shorten the migration cooldown? We've received a lot of feedback on this issue recently. To improve the migration experience, we will make the following changes. Migration cooldown reduction will be reduced from 60 days to 45 days. That means basically you can migrate every season. That's how I read it. We have a season of 40 days or something like that. So that is what I kind of expect, that you can, if you want, you can migrate every season. Yeah, the gap between the old players and the new players gets smaller as a player is a low spend played from day one as like 100 to 120 million. Number 4, yeah, I do agree. And that helps them to catch up and still being in a competitive alliance, because there was treaties and arrows was a big, big issue for the free-to-play and low spenders. Yeah, I will definitely also won't be finished till the update comes, so we'll see. Yeah, Sponge, that is what I would really do, because gems are so valuable. I'm way past T5, but at that time I had to spend gems on the arrows. It is what it was talking about. Oh, okay, Lord Freezer. So I had the same issue. I had to spend tons of gems on the arrows and the 3Ds. It was horrible. It was horrible. Hi, Davis. Welcome here. So here we go now. Migration permit costs will be significant. Oh God, that word. It will be drastically reduced for players with high power. Players who have migrated on Discharge other players from a realm within the past year will have the difference in the migration permits refunded. So the EIS did, to lose the dead weight, migrate all together on a new server. So I'm getting back migration permits. That is kind of huge, and I use 60. So hi, Ante, welcome. Please note that if you obtain migration permits via Discharge and have already successfully migrated, the difference in migration permits will not be refunded to you. Oh, that means via Discharge and have already, so that means when you got the 20%, you don't get the half back, right? Okay, I love refunds as well, Lord Freezer, but I would like if they refund me the packs, because I had to buy them. And so funny part is I basically had and Doug was about to give me a 20% reduction for the migration permit. But then we had one player from EIS, and he said he can't afford it if he can't afford buying the migration tickets. And then I was like asking him, can you afford it if you would get a Leaf ticket? And then he said yes. And then I gave him my Leaf ticket, and I bought more packets and bought a full price. But maybe now I get at least my half back. But for me, it's like, I don't really need them. I'm not planning to go anywhere. So it's kind of, I would I would like to get the packs back I bought. Is this chart about if the king gives you like permits with his own tickets? Oh, you mean it is the discharge when the king pays you off? Good point, number 4. Via discharge. Let me Google the meaning of discharge real quick, that I know the German word for it. You are right. It looks more like when you got away from the... Oh, it's not like when you got the reduced ones, but I assume when you get the reduced ones, maybe you get half of them then back or something like that. This just is the king pay of Sing Dafug. Yeah, you're right. Okay, guys. So it doesn't matter. Voucher is the ticket thing. Okay. Thanks. Look, that's why I'm streaming and read that stuff together with you. Always happy that I have you with me. Example, players with over 100 million power will see their migration permit costs halved, and that is crazy, halved. Please note that migration permit cost reduction will vary depending on players' power. Details on scale of changes will be available following the update. The maximum number of migration permits in the Alliance store will be increased. And, the maximum number of migration permits in Alliance store will be increased. And the Alliance point cost of migration permits in the Alliance will be reduced. Players who have purchased migration permits from the Alliance store within the past year will have the difference Alliance points refunded. What is going on? I mean, back in the days when I was in G2, we had a very long off season. That was the KVK. We had to. They let us to skip a season, and we were chilling. I think that the dragon was taken on the map, and we had 2 more months on that dragon zone. Everyone was bored as hell, and I was always doing that one troop building. That was back in the days when it was not so limited. So I have a lot. I have a lot of this points here I can use. So COD feeling generous. They really do, and normally you get here. I mean, let me show up real quick that cool picture. Need real quick the banner. I think I have it. Or we can just. Where is the... So we can maybe show this real quick, but that is probably the same. Please note that very dependent players, details on the scale, yeah, must have helped. So I just wanted to check if there is more info on Discord or not, because for the other thing I have already prepared this one. There you see the migration tickets needed before, like in the current state. People gonna be hopping around like it's Easter. Lord Frieza, I like that name. I like how you said that. One migration permit per 7 days right now is horrible. Number 4, I totally agree with you. So it is just surprising for me now. Now they refund everything. Now they refund you the Alliance points. They give you more. I mean, that is kind of crazy. So, but that means in future, a 100 million plus player, if they don't add some more power levels, that is what I maybe expect, because when we look back in the when we look back in the Q&A, They said here, example, players over 100 million will see their migration costs half. Please note that migration permit cost reductions will vary depending on players' power. Details on the scale of changes will be available in the following updates. So because a lot of people, I mean, 100 million power was kind of like, after a year playing COD, it was a big, big number. But right now, who played very much from the beginning, and I started playing 6 months later than most of in EIS have. EIS is a really original G1 server, and I was starting on server 184, so I have a little bit less login days. But even now at that point, 100 power, mostly the free to play, I cannot 100% say, but the low spenders definitely get the 100 million. I know that from Venio, he's very low spend as well, has reached the 100 million. So it is possible if you're in a competitive alliance, in a big alliance with a lot of goldies and stuff like this. There it is possible. So since we have so many 150 million plus, 200 million plus, 300 million plus, whatever, I can kind of assume they maybe scale it up. I don't know. It's just, I have no info. All I'm saying here is just what is coming in my thoughts. So please don't take it like if I would know it or something like this. But this is huge too. We all get Alliance Store back. We maybe in the maximum number, so you can gain your permits really fast. If a 100 million player, 30 permits, then you get maybe some back. You can buy more in the Alliance Store. I mean, that is really like you can probably very, very easy migrate in future. I don't know if it's good or bad. I feel like the whole system, like they introduced it, that the gap from the 5K champs up to that migration system, which was so expensive. In my opinion, that was the point when they took over all the stuff from Rise of Kingdoms, and it might work very properly in Rise of Kingdoms, and there's nothing bad to take over things which works out. But I think the COD, the original Call of Dragons community, played that game. A lot of players from Rock came to Call of Dragons because they didn't want to have that, and then we got it. And I feel like this was just super expensive, and I remember that I had to buy the first time when I migrated to EIS, and unfortunately, it's probably a little bit less than a year. So I probably get only refunded the second time when we started on a new server. I feel like that was for a low spender a big amount of money. And just look at FA in UK VK. The average power is 100 million, and we are pretty much all 6 to 12 months after Gen 1. Oh, Grims, are you from FA? Oh, we have maybe to wait. We have that prep channel. I can just say I'm live there. Maybe I'm just saying that in the live channel. New devs queue. Where is the sign? Oh, thank you, Grims, for the subscribe. I do appreciate it. New devs Q&A live stream on YouTube at princess_TV. Maybe some more want to join us. Oh, I can even share the link, right? So here we share that. Then some people can maybe join. I'm normally not talking in the prep chat, but this KVK I probably do because we don't have we have funny chats. I like when it's not going on so toxic. Then I'm the happiest to be in that chats as well. So this will definitely change, and we will be super excited. We will be super excited how the new scales and everything are. Yes, FA, do you want to get invited to our personal Discord? We have a channel for friend that. Boss and that post in. Absolutely, Grims. Wait, I will type you here. This is my Discord name. You can just add me as friend, and after the stream, you can send me invite there, and I accept friend request. I would like to join. I'm happy. The good thing with the KV, so with the team up they made, maybe we can have a quick look on the brink of war right now. When we look a little bit here, we secured our rank 1 for the damage buff. I feel like the damage buff is, in the meantime, the rewards we get is kind of a choke for the other buffs you get during the KVK, especially now with all the behemoths and stuff. I feel like they need to adjust that a lot if anyone want to be competitive in future in Brink of War. And with the great height changes, that is really not a thing. Hi, Progen. Hi, Colic. BRB, I'm going to make the prep chat toxic now that she said it. No, please not. Please not. So, okay, then we have here, server 30 is NA. Second place, then we have 183, that's A2G. So now I have to go and look through. So 300, I'm so bad in the name stuff. And who is which? Wait, let me open real quick something. I have their list with all my servers. I need to, then we get that a little bit easier. Wait, I leave you here that open, and in the meantime, I search that real quick. Where is my amazing list? Here. So now that gets all a little bit easier. So, yes. You should see here my screen. Yeah, that works well. So we have here 30s and A, 183s, A to G. 305 is DK, 05 DK. Then we have rank 5 is 80, 80 is FA. I mean, let me see here. What is that? Rank 5 is the march speed, right? CP recovery speed is semi. Then you rather have the march speed. So it looks like that is really secured here for FA as well. Then we have 314, which is OO. Then we have 259, which is ASH. They are the old. So the old WAO was split into captain group, and then I think the Asian part stayed on that server, so that is kind of ASH. I just call them ASH. I don't know if it's correct or not. And 302 is SHPZ. SHPZ is with us in the starting zone, and we can maybe look at this. So here we have EIS and SHPZ. They are fighting against NA and ASH in the zone 2. Then we have here A2G and A2G and FA. A2G and FA are fighting against A2G and FA are fighting against OO and DK over here. So it will be interesting. And I like that we get a lot of, so in my opinion, the matchups like they made it, that it is a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. I feel like the small teams, oh my God, what I did now. Okay. I feel like there's one thing I have to say. The small teams, I mean, they are very excited. They can finally play in the big KVKs. I know that back in the days when I was G2 and I was looking at all the big alliances playing, I could never imagine being on a KVK with them. So I think they are all a little bit excited being in the big KVKs as well. But on the other hand, they have a big amount of T4s. They have not all that big players up level stuff, so they will also have a rough time. So I feel like they did, in my opinion, they should make that the bigger teams more team up together, because then not the small ones get just slaughtered. I would not feel good in that. So this season EIS is winning. We will see, Davis. We will see. Ash also lost all their active players to WAO in this down season. Oh, they did, Airhack? I didn't know that. And A lost to 17 billion power MA. You guys will have boring KVK. We will see. And A also got a lot of new recruits. And when I see that number here, what they trained, that is definitely not an inactive kingdom. Sorry, I'm late. Someone locked me in the storage room and I could not complete my task. That is referring to the okay, so dears are finally I could make you my mod. We solved this. He's referring to the Office game we are playing in the off times. Ash without Pikachu. 314 isn't small. I come from same alliance as Prochin. I don't know about 314, but I know, for example, about SHPZ, and they are with us in the same starting region, and they are, I think, 11 billion. And there's my YouTube buddy George, and they have still a lot of accounts which are just T4, including George, unless he pushed his T5. So it will get really rough because they are faced NA with us together, and NA has a lot of T5 players. That is all I'm saying. NA has a higher Brink of War score than TFS, just saying, JLo. Yeah. I mean, that is kind of what I'm referring to. So if they would be super dead and inactive, and NA definitely had we met NA 4 seasons ago when we were allies together, and they have a little bit of downtime, definitely. But other than that, I feel, but that is 4 seasons ago. That is probably not a reference anymore. But they had a good field presence at that time. NA always got the Krakens and the Spenders, but their war activity is not great. And they also have a lot of good shells and stuff like this. I mean, they put a lot of people in Ace seed. I'm in a 16 billion kingdom and we're Ace seed. And that is what I'm kind of meaning. They made the cut a little bit, in my opinion, too late. So all the B teams, there were a lot of smaller teams. And if there is a power gap, I mean, imagine you are a B kingdom allied with a nearly 30 billion A kingdom. How is that fun at the end? I mean, when your own power is something in between 10 and 15 billion, that is just super, super rough. If they would have put, for example, in the starting region BB versus BB and AA versus AA, they could at least have a good zone too. But this way, they are just where they are, right? And you have also to see FA, for example, was a Paragon B. So they are maybe not like this, but there are a lot of smaller servers in that. FA is somehow a Paragon B team. We are 85 billion. Grims, what? 85 people? So you see, and that is what I do not understand. Hi, Riz, welcome. Riz, I wanted to send you a DM later because that is funny. Because yesterday Riz had not done an alliance mobilization quest, and he needs to do one quest to collect the rewards. And I wanted to inform him. Did he do? Maybe exposed. Because if you didn't know, so for example, we have here finished all our stuff. Everyone can claim it, but you have to do minimum one quest. And what I'm looking is always, I'm looking from us who didn't do the quests yet. And Riz did a quest. Yesterday he didn't, and I was about to message him because they need to do minimum one quest that they can claim the rewards. I always inform them. Did we get a new mana mine? We cannot lose out on mana. Yeah, here is a new mana mine. Let's go. We need that mana. BTX always scared to fight. Ask Brochin. That has never changed. So devs either messed up deliberately did it messed up classification. I feel like the classification could have been better. But I do like the team. I did. Got yelled at by Venue. I would have not yelled at you. I would have sent you a lovely reminder. So okay, back to the system stuff here. So we got the migration reduced. We get more permits. We get them reduced, and we get refund a lot of stuff. So we can definitely agree, big W by the devs. I'm super happy to see that. I feel like, so the thing is, people said when they make the migration expensive, people are more forced to commit. And there's a part of me which agrees to that, because if you spend a big amount of money, then you may be more committed and give it one more chance or something like that. But on the other hand, let people go where they want to play. And if they are not happy, let them leave. I mean, even as a king or as a leadership team, you are not happy if people just stay here because they can't migrate out. You're happy if they stay here if they want to play with you. So I feel like that is overall a good change. We saw that with the 5K champs. It spices up the game. And honestly, now you will see the good alliances, because who has a loyal core, they not just migrate out because it got cheap. So you can even more see that, wait, I've migrated like 4 times in the last 5 seasons, so I get more tickets back. Yes, I can expel more people from our kingdom. Absolutely, Grims. That is the good part. And when you have to expel them, when you have to expel them, it gets probably cheaper as well, because it's half reduced costs. Please note that if you obtain migration permits via discharge, the question is, does all the kings get back the permits they paid too much to get their people off? That is, I do not know how that works. Could also be a good. Marcel will bankrupt devs with permit repay. These M gotta get yeeted out of this place. Sponge, to be honest, I don't think we deserve to be in an AC, but our ally 3-3 is place 1 in Brink of War, and we are place 2, so I think it's a fair matchup. In BN stream, he said 55% the enemies win, so close 1. Wait, what's going on, DSR? We have a new Q&A. Didn't you know? You can migrate out easy now. I think basically you can do that every other season with all the refunding stuff, with all this. Jason will end up with 1K permits, probably. Probably. But I mean that means he can keep his kingdom very clean, so he can really get rid of a lot of that weight. So this is a huge change. So and with the cooldown change, I think everyone got the refund now. They can stock up. It also depends much. The maximum number of migration permits in Alliance Store will be increased. What does that mean? Do we get 5? Do we get 10? Do we get 2? Increases is basically starting with double it. So it can only be 2, but then all the people get the alliance costs back. The Veils can just gem it. So let's see how that works. But there is a next interesting change. The devs really gave us so much changes. And that's why I really named the live stream like it is, like massive changes. And guys, if you enjoy your time here with me, and if you don't mind, drop a like on the stream. That supports a little bit me as YouTuber and my channel. So if you don't mind, press that thumb up. And I say thank you in advance. I've collected a lot of epic and legendary themes, but they're useless as I can only use them on city themes at a time. Will you make it so we can apply multiple city themes buffs at the same time? We've discovered a similar issue. Holiday events and Titanschließensie offer a large number of city themes, but there is a little point in collecting them, as you can only use them at a time. As a result, we will be adding a Reliquary feature. After obtaining a city theme, it will be sorted in your this words Reliquary. I need to ask that Google. Sometimes I just type it in Google and then they say it for me. Thank you, Chris. Welcome to the Princess Court. Oh, that's so cute. I do appreciate the membership. Oh my God, much love to you, Crims. You guys are priding. Oh, you surprised me today. Thank you so much, Grims. Much love. And I want to hear Reliquary. So.
Reliquary.
Reliquary. You see, Google helps me. Reliquary. It will be stopped in a reliquary where you can activate it to receive its attribute buffs. The more city seams you collect, the more buffs you will be able to receive. However, the number of city seams that can be activated at once will be limited in order to avoid buff inflation and preserve balance. That means we go in here and then you can activate them at the same time. And now I'm a little bit not happy that I activated my 30 days one already, because that would be cool to have them all together, my pretty one. But I have this one for 30 days still. Oh, look at this, how beautiful that is. That is the most, for my opinion, the most beautiful skin. So, but you can add, I think I have all the free ones. Yes, I have all the free ones. So, but you can maybe, how I do understand it, for example, I'm a mage's main, so I can activate the mage's attack. I can activate the mage's HP. And there is anywhere defense, yeah, and I can activate defense or something like that. And the veils also have the big advantage. You have not to change all the time. When they have all that big nice city skins, they get more buffs. So they can basically say, for example, I'm playing calves and infantry right now. Then they go and activate the calf skin and the other stuff beside. Hello from 305 Princess. Hello, Lord Das. Welcome to the stream. Good at saying, are you kidding? I stopped collecting the epic city skins. I didn't. I think like a city skin was all, but I think the events bring them again and again. All the people having the legendary skins is having a good time. Yeah, veils are good. I got 3 perma skins and will get my 4th with the mages scrims. You got all the big ones? FML, I gotta push 4 or 5 city skins now. This next one I had as a low power. Should have done the city skins multiplication, should be for the purple skins, not to make it. I mean, number 4, I mean, I kind of agree. If we are honest, Exemplar buffed the Krakens. SVIP buffed the Krakens. Now they buff the Krakens again if they make it for the legendary skins. On the other hand, if you want to motivate people to do that anymore, then you have really to do something, because no one is going anymore for skins. But now when they can add up, it is big. Wait, this means going for the extra 3% is useless. Rather go for more than higher percentage. I think the 30% is still super good, because when you activate it, you probably get the 13% out of it. So probably the future for a big Kraken. I'm talking about an Mephisto level. Hi, Danny, welcome. EVG is here as well. How are you doing? So I think the 13% one will also add up, right? So it depends how many. Does anyone know in Rock, do they have the same system? We talk so much about Rock today. I agree, the Inf skin is the most beautiful skin, but I'm slightly biased. Yeah, DSR, but you know, for example, for you, so DSR has that beautiful skin. Where is it, the new one? The pretty. I'm always so afraid I click it by mistake. So DSR has the 13% over here. But for example, he has not the butterfly skin. So now it is also depending, will they give us at one point the opportunity to get this other city skins? No, they don't have that in Rock. Interesting. No, we special in card. It's cool when they make something special for us. Stat increase 39%. That if you can activate 3 at the same time, Dafuk, who don't say we can activate 5? Grims, no. So I mean, guys, they just with that Q&A, as long as they let us wait for the new infantry, and I mean everyone's kind of asking for that, but they gave us big changes in that Q&A. I don't think you can just stack up stats like this. I mean, they are basically saying that after obtaining a city seam, it will be stored in your reliquary. Where you can activate it to receive its activate buffs. The more city seams you collect, the more buffs you will be able to receive. That also says the more you collect, the more you will be able to receive. However, the number of city schemes that can be activated at once will be limited in order to avoid buff inflation and preserve balance. So let's see what the devs gives us. There is already the achievement to collect 5 perma city skins, so that's why I said, okay, and yeah, give us new inf number 4. Yeah, I can't wait. If the new infs are good, I'm going for that. But they need to be good in open field, guys. I was a long time slacking on infantry, but that is gonna change now. Take my word, maybe in 2 years from now, Princess is the infantry main. As low spender, it takes time. So here, another interesting change everyone was already asking for. Will you add later generation heroes to Gold Chest? We are planning on making a number of improvements to Gold Chest. Upon entering Season of Strife, players will be able to select 8 legendary heroes and add them to the prize pool. I do love this because you can select them. Because I was afraid if they add for me, I don't know, a Syndron and a Ferondil and a Cyrodiil, I will never use them. So it would even be worse for me because I would have get a lower percentage to get my Emrys and Bakshi I still need from the gold chest. So from the gold chest, yeah. So I like we can choose them. After the feature becomes available, more legendary heroes will be added to the gold chest and Season of Strife. And the scope of the prize pool will be regularly expanded in the future updates. So they will, by time, we can add them there. I had 10% HP, but it was only 15 days. Okay, did you use it already? Imagine it's unlimited skills. Dafuk, don't scare us. Can I deselect every hero and just put Garwood in there? The only hero I need. We have to see how it goes. I mean, you guys know we have at the end of the season that exchange store. Since we have that, I doubt they will take out all the heroes. So for me, it's, for example, when I get a Velin, when I get a Sia, it's always a GG because I already have them, but then I just stock them up and exchange them in the exchange store. And I feel like I think it's a 4-to-1 change in the season exchange store. I feel like that is very okay. That is very okay in my opinion. So yeah, that's also good. We ask for. See, I've got the 10% HP DSR, didn't get the perma defense skin though, got the 30 days one. I mean, that is the part about the changes for the Veils. Some said, okay, the 10% HP will still be better than the 13% defense. And now they make this change. So a Veil who said, okay, I'm anyway using my HP skin when I'm Garrison Lee or Rally Lead on a Bastion, now maybe lost out on a chance to get additional defense buff of 13%. So this we have as well. Q6, it's difficult to obtain heroes through the strongest Lord event. Players who don't make rankings have to wait too long in daily deals. What will you do to resolve this? Previously, as players tended to put a lot of effort in the strongest Lord event, he wanted to ensure that hero rewards felt worth the effort. However, he also wanted to ensure that players who want to use the heroes are able to obtain them quickly and easily. As a result, we will be making the following changes for the event to the rules regarding obtaining heroes. The top 10 ranked players in SLE will receive heroes themselves as reward, as well as hero tokens. I think that is a good change, especially for the low spenders and free-to-plays. And I mean, if they continue ranking them with us in the strongest Lord events in the KVK, I mean, if you have to compete with the big ones, GG. But at the moment you have a fair matchup, you can, I think, unlock that. And now that is a crazy good change. The first time you purchase any hero daily deal, you will also receive the hero themselves as reward. So I'm happy because I have still to unlock 6 heroes or something like that. So as a low spender, I just purchased them one time. Then I get also the pop-up bundle, which is the best bundle in the game because for $5 you get 10 universal tokens. So that is kind of cool. After the above changes are made, heroes offered in the Strongest Lord event will be added to daily deals sooner as well. I mean, they have to do that kind of because they are so late with the infantry. W change for the dailies, Murder saying. Making SLE more fun and we can compete more as slow. Number 4, absolutely agree. I feel like, I mean, now I feel a little bit bad because the players who are now with us in the KVK, when you are from a smaller kingdom, I know how our Strongest Lord events here look. I gave up on them long ago as a low spender. When you meet with all the big names like Echo and Co, then this kind of events rewards are flying away forever. Danny saying, can't imagine it's more than 2 buff per troop type, or this would throw away the whole balance. It depends. I mean, every low spender has the 5% collection probably as well. Can I deselect every hero and just put Garwood? Sorry, we had that already. The skins, stacks, and the new VIP bonus plus exemplar. The gap will get huge. WT Focus saying. I mean, depends how much they will stack up of that city skins. But yes, it will definitely be a little bit of veil buff. Rip for smaller kingdom player in your KVK? Davis, absolutely. I gave up the moment I joined EIS. I gave up on all event rankings. As a low player, you're really, you just give up on that, but you have all the cool KVKs, so I would always do it. I'm smaller player. Are you so small? Crims, we have to check that out later. It's hard to get a high quality. Okay, that is a weird change for me, but I will read it. I read it earlier and I was like, okay, it's hard to get a high quality warpad through regeneration. I've spent a lot of regeneration potions and still had no luck. Will you do anything to resolve this? And I thought like, cool, something cool is coming. And then I read it and I was like, okay. We recognize that players have had a bad experience with the level of randomness in Warpath regeneration. Even though we will continue to make more regeneration potions available, this will not necessarily be enough to guarantee everyone can get a Warpath they're happy with. From this reason, we are planning to introduce a Warpath auction system with the existing Warpath system as a base. Players who receive a high-quality Warpad with 8 slots will be able to put it up for auction, and all players at the same season will be able to bid for it. The auction will be used the same currency as an exchange house. Buyers will purchase Warpad using exchange coins, and sellers will receive gems in return. We hope that this feature will provide new opportunities for choice without affecting existing Warpad gameplay. Players who want the best possible Warpad can find the ones they want through auction, while other players can exchange high-quality Warpads for a large amount of gems, allowing them to make more progress in construction or research or whatever. So read this, guys. I mean, what do they think? So when you are lucky as a free-to-play or a low spender and you get a good Warpad, you should just sell it for gems. Then you have, again, a shitty Warpad. And the whales just buy the good ones. I mean, yeah, WT Focus saying that was the first thought in my mind. Yeah, cool, I have farms. I can just sell them. But I give them for an auction. And what do I have from that? I give it, then I just buff maybe the enemy because I'm getting them you're in a whole KVK auction. It's not like that you can just auction it to yourself. We should get pet exchange coins as well. I agree, because for, especially now that you always catch a talent, it is really hard to stock up on some pet coins for a low spender. But I feel like this is not a good buff. In my opinion, what I would have to see is, for example, if you regenerated a Warpad X amount of time, you have first something guarantee us the legendaries. Who needs the epic? No one needs the epic. Guarantee us the legendary. Maybe every 100 regen you have a legendary guaranteed. And maybe every 500 regens or whatever number, maybe lower, I don't know. Give us a legendary with 8 slots with decent stats. Oh my god, Prochin! Thank you so much. Much love, Prochin. Thanks for the super chat. That's great for whales, but I'm just a shrimp. Auction is open, so you can't buy them by your own. Yeah, that is the issue. So it is, in my opinion, now the whales can just buy them, and the low spenders, The only thing they sometimes had was lucky with the warpad. Now they're kind of thinking about selling it. I don't like this change. Typo in a super chat is crazy. Where's the typo? I don't even read it. Oh, I just read it wrong. You know, I already know Brochin so long. I can just read it without with the typos. Are we really expecting from devs not to be fishy? Yeah, but that is, I mean, make it a cool, that is a change. I don't know. That is just okay. It is a new melting system for the whales, and kind of the low spenders who maybe one time lucky and who have a little bit advantage. I would recommend a low spender never ever give a good roll for some champs out. Because yes, you get maybe the champs and get a little bit faster to your T5, but overall a good warpad is long-term more valuable. I like this change because after we out of this KVK and go to normal KVK, I will be able to get some good pets. Because I can't reach an S. Grims, I can't imagine. For us, it will be... I don't know, but it is another pay-to-win buff, right? It is a pay-to-win buff. And I feel like we had a lot of pay-to-win buffs right now. They should not do it. Just make some guarantees. Then the system, I mean, everyone would kind of grind more as well if they would see, okay, at the beginning it's a little bit lag, but at some point you just have something guaranteed. Lol, I'm sleepy. I just woke up at notification of Princess streaming live. Oh, thanks, Broaching. So have your morning coffee with me. I have afternoon coffee right now. Okay, next change. What's going on with adjustable marksman attack ranges? Oh my god, that was, for me, I did like that as a mage's main. Thank you to everyone for your feedback on this matter. The combat experience is extremely important to us, and we take great care when making changes of unit types. After careful consideration and discussion, we have decided to delay the introduction of adjustable marksman attack ranges. So in my opinion, they finally make what I always said: look please at all troop types, and if you want to change something, then make a change with balance all troop types and not just buff single troop types like in the past. And then we had the mages meta at the beginning on the game, then you have the archer meta when they have the long range, then you have the calves meta in the last season. They got super strong. At the same time, we will continue to look into possibilities for improving the combat characteristics of each unit type and designing more unit skills to make combat more interesting. Thank you for your suggestions and support. Please look out for more future announcements. I do like their look at that, because in Call of Dragons, everyone knew that we are playing different ranges. And if we are honest, the range combat is one of the main issues. We love that game and we still play that game because that makes a difference to other Kingdom Builders games. We can play open field, different ranges. You play a strategy. And everyone knew at the beginning, if you focus to be a mage's main, you knew you do less damage, but you have the higher range. When you decided to be an archer main, you agree to a shorter range, but you get more. And you get your artifacts faster up, you have directly the high normal attack damage, etc. So you knew that. When you decided to be calves, you knew you will be just a very fast unit on the field. And with the calves buff right now, they got super powerful. Infantry is just there to tank as much as possible. So you kind of know what it is for, and that makes the game interesting. So I feel like just adjust it, that there is not one troop type in favor. That is my opinion. And I like to see that they look over it, and hopefully they do adjust this carefully and make it fun for us. I like the skill lock feature. Yeah, that is definitely a good one. Definitely good one. So Q9, how many Qs we have? 11, okay. Q9, when you select Cav, you are just God in the field. Right now, you really are WT focused. But remember back in the days when everyone said Cavs are useless troop type because they had no impact. And now Cavs, I mean, I think the Roots of Warsing comes at the end. So we are going into that. Now infantry fast SF, Cavs got nothing on infantry. I feel like with the unyielding rush and all the stuff, I mean, Cavs did a lot of damage. I think the last 2 KVKs and even in Roots of War, I mean, who is not playing Cavs and Roots of War right now? That is the reason I invested in Cavs, because I wanted to not lose my spot in the main Roots of War. I had to, because it's all about Cavs, but there's something coming later about Roots of War. So here won't change. It's extremely difficult to get the legendary class in Tournament of the Champions by the time the season ends. What will you be doing about this? I was looking at that last season, and our top 1 player didn't even get the higher classes. Only the 3rd biggest class, I think, our top 1 player reached. So they didn't adjust that yet. The remedy this issue, we will reduce the points requirement for diamond class and legendary class, and will allow more players to reach the classes sooner. So this is fixed. They had finally just to adjust it with the season schedule or the season timing. Q10. Okay. Some events are way too time consuming, or rewards aren't worth the effort. Will you be doing anything to improve the event gameplay? Recent servers on event gameplay. I hope you all did them, because that is the only way they can make changes. Giving us feedback. Going forward, we will use this feedback as a base to improve the existing gameplay experience. The main changes will include reducing attempt requirements for events like Breaking Through, so the Caravan and the Celestial Battleground, so players can receive the minimum rewards within 1 attempt. Big W, no one wants to do 3 trials of the Caravan. Adding a feature that will allow players to skip the first stages of Crucible, reducing the amount of time spent on early stages, also cool. Unless they don't change I hope they keep the rewards the same, but they kind of have to. Oh yeah, I remember last season only like 3 people got in the highest rank in it. Yeah, Gula, it was crazy, because you couldn't even reach it. It was just not possible, because I think even in our KVK with Echo, BTX, SSG, RFF, and REC, it was crazy. I think no one even reached at higher classes. So I was only one time checking it, but it was crazy. So more rewards there is good. I think that Crucible skipping is also cool, allowing players to skip immediately to hard to difficulty in Trial of Lights. I just never did it. My Trial of Lights is I just did the normal one to 12k points, and then I'm just leaving it. It's for me. We are doing that since 2 years. Adding relocation items as rewards in Smash the Shadows to compensate for relocation costs. That means you get probably in future just 2 teleports more, that you can teleport there and back for the event. Adding items to Battle Abyss that can be exchanged for rewards at the Battle Abyss store. I hope they add more events in there, because that is, in my opinion, the only cool event we have right now in the game is the Battle Abyss. I feel like they could do so much more with the Battle Abyss. For example, let us form our teams before. That we can be together in a voice chat and do that. Right now, you just get thrown in with some randoms. You kind of relay on what your other players from other servers are doing. Let us create our own teams. And what they also should add is, no one cares to win or lose or whatever about that magma in the middle. Just make some winning rewards, and people will take that more serious. Now everyone is just going in, getting the merits that we can get the region potions and stuff like this, but make it more cool, right? Gloria is saying it will be 5 skins stacked, but may adjust in the future. DSR, can you send me a screenshot of that? Can you send me the link or the screenshot in Discord, please? Because I would really like to show that real quick on the screen here. Oh, it's so good that DSR is always paying attention to that. So if you don't mind, send me the link. It's probably in Discord. It is probably anywhere in Discord, but for me, is if I have to search it right now, and then I can just make a screenshot real quick. Even a chat would be nice in Abyss. They did it for Roots of War. I just slammed Cavs in Abyss. It's in our Kingdom chat. I'll send it. Thank you so much, DSR. Do you do in-game or do you do in... 5 skins is huge, guys. 5 skins is huge. Jesus, that's a lot of buffs. Many don't take infantry because you get too big hospital. I don't know what for fun mode costs hospital. I will never understand it. Let people go all out and have fun while having no war. Airhack, I agree. Okay, let me check real quick. The deers are sent in game. Okay, he did probably send it on Discord then. Oh yeah, Discord. Thank you so much. So now we have to do... So we can show it now here. Why is that so destroyed? They limit the use of skins you can combine. It's not a bad feature. Anti-current plan is to limit it to 5, but it may be adjusted based on the actual situation. Why is that here red marked? It is good when some people asking that. These are probably just copied and pasted. So 5 is insane. That is, I mean, you have to see by time we get the 13% one. That is really 65% stat increase with the 13 skins. It's crazy. Chat for Abyss would be great. Then I can yell when my teammates, when they go on top side for no reason and we do a merry-go-round. Well, at least that's not possible yet. It is not possible yet, but I do think even with the current ones, if you can activate 5, that is even 50% still. To save privacy of Gangster 42069. Okay. Okay, guys, 5 skins, it's crazy. I mean, you have to see, it's not like that the Whales get 65% future. They first need to gain all that 30% skins. And a low of free to play can always use 5 of the 5% one, so they get 25%. But I mean, the gap is still 40% then. 40% gap. I mean, another Whales buff. It is what it is, guys. Yeah, and then, I mean, yes. But I feel like coming back, and I think that is really, in my opinion, why do they not bring new events? Seriously? Just skip the caravan. And I don't know about you guys, but we had now 3 weeks Home Kingdom. It was so boring. We were playing Among Us, we were playing our new Office game, we were playing other games. If Call of Dragons would have give us something where we could do some tasks for rewards, keep us busy, keep the people in the game, keep the community together, why they don't do that? Because what happens is when you are offering nothing, people get bored and some people just quit the game. And when you have not a very strong community, like for example, we have in EIS where we still stuck together playing other games. But if Call of Dragons would use that, they would give us some in-game experience together. And then they would drag the people more in Call of Dragons again. Astonished, I'm quitting. So this is what I would like to see, new spicy events. I mean, give us something we have to work on and give us not just a boring time. So, but we will see. Maybe some adjustments. Okay, then the next thing, I think a super important change to know. Movement is too slow in Roots of War. More and more players are choosing to only deploy Cav. What will you do to resolve this? Thank you to everyone for your feedback on this issue. We are aware that more competitive nature of Roots of War has led players to prioritize speed in order to get to important targets, such as buildings and life zones first. In these circumstances, Cav's Legion's march speed advantage has led to an imbalance between the 4 unit types. As a result, we are planning to make appropriate appropriate improvements to march speed for all unit types in Roots of War while keeping the unit types differences in speed roughly the same. Non-cavalry units will see an increased march speed, allowing for wider ranging tactics without affecting the importance of cavalry in the small-scale combat. We invite you to try out blah, 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 blah. So now maybe the whole Roots of War system changes before the tournament comes, and we can't even test it out really much, guys. Tournament is around the corner, I tell you. I expect that is coming very soon. They said it will start in August, so that is 2 weeks to August. I played many smaller games, and it's pretty much always the same pattern. The game doesn't do as good as they imagined. They fire people and make bare minimum effort just to milk last money they can. I mean, Airhack, I heard that now very often about Call of Dragons, but I feel like really this Rage Combat and Call of Dragons, the players who play it, this is really an enjoyable game. And I feel like there is still time to not give up on Call of Dragons. And for example, I will suggest that as well. I don't know if you guys saw on my channel, I did a little bit testing out Paladin Survival. That's a new phone game of mobile game from Lilith. And there they have a lot of cool events. In my opinion, they could take some events from there just over to Call of Dragons because they would work here as well. And there you have every day, you have so many events, you have so much to do, so many free rewards. The people love it, so they stay a longer time in the game. So I hope we get something here. Even when I played back Age of Empires in the day, it was a lot of events. There was much to do. And people like that. I mean, we are all really invested in this game, time-wise, money-wise. This Roots of War change makes me mad. It shows they don't know much about their game. Calves can still charge through infantry in the backline, so how will it change meta? Will still be calf infantry only. I do assume so. It kind of depends how fast your archers run. But if you run out with your archers and the enemy just come with a big group of calves, they will die. Same as the mages. But yes, what do you think is the biggest change, guys? I'm not even sure. I think skill lock, W, good change, ask for long, we have it. Buffs the free-to-play, treaties and arrows increase, W, I like it. Migration, massive W. Shorten cooldown, shorten the costs, make getting the tickets easier, refund everything, huge W, huge W. Legendary city schemes, you can add them on. We already have it that you can add them on to 5, what is crazy, 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 crazy to see. I'm not sure about if I give that a W. I think I always do like changes in a game because it's just get boring by time when you never change anything. This one, we have to see how powerful it will become. Skins will be OP on the Veils. Will you add later generation? I mean, it also makes it easier for the Veils. If they change from the Veils have the big advantage. For example, me, what am I playing on field? I play my one infantry, good infantry march I have in 4 mages. But the Veils, they sometimes change from 5 infantry to 5 archers to 5 mages. So they have not always changed their city skins. Astonished, you are a W. Oh my god, that's so cute, Astonished. I didn't expect that. Oh, you cutie. That is really cute. They did a few good changes to hide that this new city skin feature will be a big difference to free-to-play and low spenders. Airhack saying, if it's limited to only the one same troop type, then it's fine. I do think it's not. I feel like it is more made if really the Veils, if they change the troop type. Is it legendary and epic skins? Yes, it is a lot of epic and legendary. The more city skins you collect, you can, but so you can mix it up. I can't wait for the OP calves to use that 5 city. True. The gold chest add that you can manually select 8 legendary heroes. I think that is a W as well. It's difficult to obtain the strongest lord change. I like that change for the lower one and free to play if they go for one that top 10 grand unlocks the hero. I like also for the low spenders that you get in a daily deal the first time you unlock the hero. That's super cool. But honestly, guys, that kind of makes the beginner wheel kind of not so attractive anymore. Depends how fast they add them in the daily deal, but the beginner wheel, you remember Wheel of Destiny? Is it Wheel of Destiny? The beginner wheel you have each season, that was normally to unlock the new heroes. And honestly, guys, we don't have the new infantry. What should we unlock at that beginner wheel even? No one will buy that. Interesting. But now, when you can get them in the first daily deal with the new hero, it's kind of not so needed anymore either. Or maybe they made that because the infantry is so delayed that they cannot put it in the beginner wheel for us. So now they need make them available in any way. Rip the beginner wheel. Is this update coming in August? We don't know. It is just a Q&A. But there is a rhythm after updates coming. Is it like every 6 weeks is an update or something like this? And every second update we get a Great Heights. Oh, is Gunther here? We get so much emotes. The emote spam I normally only get when Gunther is in the house. Well, I feel about that. Mad, I don't have the 10% skin now, DSR. Yeah, I said that earlier. The Wales who said, oh, I have the HP one. I don't need the defense 13 because the HP is better. And now this is coming out. This Warpad is, in my opinion, not a good change. I don't give that a W. You guys are so cute today. I don't sing with all your emotes and nice messages I get. Thank you so much for the support always. I do really appreciate that. I don't think that G4 tanks is delayed. Seasons got shorter, so we will not get new heroes every new KVK. Okay, but what do they do with the beginner wheel? Wait, that's me. I said that, Grims. I know, but if they limited to only one troop type, no one would have a problem. Is it you spamming the emotes here, Grims? I mean, Grims likes also this update here because he says next KVK he's back to smaller kingdoms and then he can buy the... then he can buy... I think the Warped change is a bad thing. I agree, DSR. I agree with my new mod. DSR got just my mod today in my chat because I trust him a lot. Now I get more and more mods on my channel here. Only the people that I really 100% trust gets my mods here. But we need sometimes some more, and DSR is often here to have an eye on the stuff. We as COD community is funny. We cry at all times when it gets more pay to win, but if no new infantry hero was out, we scream. I think we COD player want to be scammed and lose our money. Airhack, I mean, the COD community is a little bit special, right? We are kind of our own type. I don't know, maybe I played the wrong games, but the Kingdom Builders I played before, I never saw that degree of drama we have. And on the other hand, I feel like sometimes we are always yelling and screaming, no matter what. You cannot even make it perfect for us. They need to bring back a way to get old legendary skins. I agree. I agree with Arbor. Let me read the name correct. Arborist. That weight in the game and now that weight mod broachin. I joke, don't rally me. These are murder questionable decision. These are is I think of it that way. If you currently have an 8-slot pad as a low spender and you roll another 8-slot, you are not going to want to build another pad, a low spender, so you auction it off for, hopefully, good value. Yes, if you roll a second one, but how often is that working? And then all the Whales now, you know, when you make that available to buy, then every Whale will just buy everything. And we have, I think, a lot of Whales buff. I think that was not needed, in my opinion. Was not needed. That they look over all troops types is, in my opinion, W, because that is how such a game should work. If you have a ranged combat, sit down, make some testings. I hope the devs really test out open field wars as much as they can before they release any changes to the troop types. Looking for Protein in game. I can't even roll 7 skill slot. I had some good 8 skill slot rolls, but now I'm on 1, I'm struggling as well. But I can't buy it either. I'm a low spender, so that doesn't bring me any change. Murder, someone sell me an 8 slot Sapphire, please. The thing is with the farms, if you sell it, you might give it to an enemy and not to yourself. I got 1, I can sell you, Murder. It is an auction. It is not that you can sell that, guys. It is an auction. You have to bet for it. I don't know. Your Wilton EIS haven't really spent money on the pets. There are only like 7 of you that have used over 1 million pet coins. I think DSR is probably one of them. I feel like compared to other alliances, I think we have a really good amount on Garrison. We have a lot of good Garrison and rally leads for the Bastion. So we are pretty fine. Do people actually get pets on their farms? No, Protein, but now it could be, you know. I did that, but that is a secret tip for the farm accounts. If you want to upgrade your farm accounts fast and easy, go for war pets. I think you need T3 troops to kill a war pet, but overall, you get that coins you can spend for resources. And when you want to upgrade your farm fast and you don't want to wait so long, you know, here. So with your farm, you just collect the hearts and everything. You just increase that a little bit. And then you just release all war pets, and then you get that coins, you get the pet coins. And then for your farms, when you have transferred all your resources, you go in here and then you buy them, because they will you cannot send it to your main account, but you can use it to upgrade your account. All my farms are in, I think, level 23 right now. And that is just easy. You can just get all out, and then you can use that here. At the beginning, it's very valuable. When you grow up a new farm, here, the pet coins, 5 million resources, just goes faster. That is a little special tip. I'm just a baby, Crims. Are devs gonna refund gems in this new auction? What do you mean refund gems in this new auction? Where is it? Here, the warpad thing. Not saying you guys don't have good pets, just questioning how you've gotten them good. Because I have used 2 million and my pets are still not the best. Okay. Maybe. Okay. We can look. Where is that achievement? How many of that stuff did I use? Here. So Princess exchange coins used is 120k. Let's look at my pets. This is one of my pets. This is one of my pet. This is one of my pet. Then I have here already everything ready to get my 3-star talent on the next Sapphire from Wu. And with this, I'm right now struggling to get a good reroll. I really want to have that at 8 slot. Because I want to hereby the split. This one will get away. I go for the split Pain Bloom. And I want to have a good spirit in the 8 slot. That is the only one. This is my Venomous Lizard. And on them, I'm working right now to make it a 3-star. I think we are already... I have some in inventory. What do I have here? Yeah, here I have already a 2-star, and I think I have some on pets as well. So this is my 5th 3-star pet then. So I feel like for that, you have to see, I'm not a whale, so I have not to do so many different pets, right? a little bit. My calves pads I'm working right now on, and then my night robe I just keep like that because I never use it. So it kind of depends, right? Where's this in the meantime? Look at this. I started working on that one. But I saved up a lot, but I was just waiting a little bit because I have some things planned. You see here, 37K points. But I feel like for that, I did a great job. I feel like this, you can, yeah, so this is my other pad I'm working right now on. There I buy the right skill and then I upgrade these ones. I have a good plan. And I have a lot of good stuff in here. Yeah, I have this one I can still sell. Look what I have all prepared for my calves pad. I just haven't finished it. I always do that before we go into a war. So I feel like you can do good. So it's not only about pad coins, it's also about, but I do agree, the garrison pads, and that is where you have to spend the money on. So DSR, do I have still your moon bear? Maybe, let me check real quick. DSR, can you send me your moon bear? Where's DSR? Let me find the chat with him. Maybe I still have it. Where is he even? Probably not. DSR, can you send me your moon bear, please? Then we can talk a little bit about that. Oh, you're back, Dominic. Oh, okay. Here we. Okay. Banner chat. So I have a picture that is perfect. He probably shared a picture with me that. So this is DSR's moon bear, for example, our garrison. I'm super jealous of your pets and skills you're hoarding. He changed his name to Backdoor. I saw that we had the dormant. I remember that from VC last night. Oh, we have here still the, no, we have not a banner. So I was remembering that from the last night. Everyone changed in any dormant, back, front, middle. I think Humble was the middle. DSR doesn't even know his own name and gets mod. Murder is my main mod, by the way. He's the main moderator. He has more power than the other moderators. I don't even know what. I need make that Murder can make polls for me. Remember when we captured the behemoths? After we captured the behemoths, we got an auction house. When you place your bid, if you don't win, you will be refunded by gems. So our devs gonna do same with new auction. I do think, Davis, that is kind of how it will work. But so when we look, when we look here, these skills are super expensive. If you have to buy 4 2-star Fatal Buy to make this 3-star, 4 Angry Roar, 4 Blood Roar, that is super expensive. So only a Whale or a Kraken can make a pad like this. And DSR invested a lot of pad fruits in that to get that stats. It's not like he rolled it like that. He rolled an 8 slot, yes, what was decent. But he put a lot of, I don't know, DSR, how many pad fruits did you put in that? On the other hand, when you can buy now the perfect slots, maybe people start even building a new one instead of going, never mind, I failed. I sent mine to your PM. You failed? How is that possible? Let me check yours. Grim? I do not see you in my DM. Did you send it on Discord? Did you send it on Discord? No, you didn't send it on Discord either. 100, it's done. I don't have a single 3-star on any of my pets. You all are crazy, Brochin saying. I mean, Resonance was cheap. We don't share server, yes. What? You are an FA. You can just send me. You cannot send me your pet? Wait. Okay. I mean, let's just go to that is real chat. Oh my God, we need to. It's adorable. You here see. I mean, did hear anyone talk from FA? Or just talk something in the prep chat, and then I will find you. That will probably be the easiest if you talk something here in the prep chat, and I can find you. Or is here anyone from FA? The FA people are not talk active. I'm so excited to meet new people here. So many nice people. I talked yesterday to a member from DK. Super, super nice people. FA seems not talk active. No, in Discord? No, we are friends in Discord. Look at me. There you can send me. So I'm really looking forward to this KVK here. So many new cool people. Okay, so now we can do it this way. So now when it's in Discord, then I have to open this one. Then I have to open this one. Thank you, Grims. So this is your pad, right? Oh, has it a secret name, or why is that cut here? Oh, you have it 3-star as well. So so you have the perfect garrison pad as well, right? Isn't that pretty much the same like DSR had? I'm trying to do my assessment while here as well. I sent wave, we aren't friends, so I can't do it. I waved back, did you see that? You don't want to know name, okay. It's probably not even easy for yeah. So but overall, guys, I think overall we can definitely say this Q&A is massive changes with a lot of good ones. Some we can put a question mark behind. As always, we need to see how it will go and be on game. Not bad for free to play, I guess. It's pretty mid. It depends. I mean, the arrows and the treaties is definitely a free to play buff. Cost migration, I think, buffs both. City schemes buffs the Veils, the skill log buffs. Skill log buffs also the free to play and low spenders. A Veil just max every hero. Strongest Lord buff is, I think, also a free to play low spend buff. The daily deal only the low spenders. The war pitzing, in my opinion, just a bad feature in the Veil buff. Oh, you were talking about his pet. Sorry. Is Grims a free to play? I highly doubt. I don't even know where he is in game. He need to send me a in-game DM one day, and then I can see him in game. So overall, yeah, good changes, guys. It was nice to talk to you. I have to go back to some work now. So everyone, a huge free-to-play player, Grims. I will check you out soon. When we are in Friday, we are in the KVK, guys. It's going wild. I'm right now preparing a short and sweet summary of the new classes and policies, a video. I will probably launch it tomorrow. Where everyone who don't have much time and want a short video to prepare perfectly. You spoke in world chat, finally. Let's have a look. This is the prep chat here. Yeah, here we have Grims. So let's have a look at him. The free to play. So Grims is one of the R5s here of FA. Let's look at the stats. 1.4 million deaths, 860 million kills. Let's go. Let me check some stuff here. 20s, okay, good infantry here, good infantry. Like to see that. It's good, split it up. Not bad, guys, not bad. Unfortunately, they are our enemies on the field, so I will probably stay away from me, Grim. Stay away. Just kidding, guys. So, all I can say, I'm super looking forward to that KVK. We will see how it all goes. I think I have a poll in my posts where people can vote. Which one is? Let me check that real quick out. Who is there winning currently? Let me check that out. I made a poll in my posts. Murder, do you mind? Let me check if I can share the links. I do not even know if I can share the links. Maybe Murder can do that from my posts where I made a poll. COD family, who you think will win our KVK? We have already over 150 votes. And people are 76% are saying EIS A to G. Oh, FA is in our team. What did I even say? I'm super getting confused with all that stuff. How I said he's enemy and he cannot touch me. Why didn't you correct me, Grims? You say we are allied. I didn't see the guys. Sometimes I'm super. Yeah, I'm seeing here in my post that you are my allies, guys. Oh my god. And I think I said it earlier. You see, Princess is already. I need another coffee. I'm not fully awake. Press. Yeah, sorry. I think I did even say that earlier. I'm honest, guys. If you are a YouTuber and you have to keep up with all that different alliance names, everyone is changing their alliance names. Luno already got their third name now. They were Noir, then they were Luno, now they are OGM or OMG. I don't even know the name. It's so hard with all that shortcuts. But Grims, okay, I will remember. And I said that earlier. Embarrassing. I'm sorry, Grims. Forgive me. It is just sometimes a little princessing. That is not. It's nothing personal. I do not know. Sometimes I'm watching here on my. I think I need really one more monitor. I'm watching the things in between, and then I see here some stuff, and it is just not going. It is just not going out well. But I just blame DSR. It's true. No, I just blame Dark. He didn't introduce me well. No, it's fine, guys. I'm looking super forward. Nope, it was targeted. What do you mean? Targeted? But you can still answer here my poll, and then we will just see if EIS A2G and FA and SHP will win this. So Grims, I have high expectations that I thought. I mean, now I have high expectations. You are on our side, so at the end it goes with activity as well. Medias, are we really? You know what the? Oh my God, rally on Princess from their own allies and own alliance members? No, 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 no. I'm back to not sure what to is ours. Oh my God. Well, at least you know what is the good thing with mistakes? You will always remind them. That failure ain't gonna happen again. For any reason, I thought for a second, yeah, but Ash is our enemy and FA is our ally. So this is, don't worry, I'm paying Rambo to play for me. Who is Rambo? So guys, but Grims, maybe I think, I mean, you're not with us in the starting camp, so it is, we are with SHP, but normally, maybe for the big fights, we even are in a voice chat together, Grims, it depends. Sometimes we had that. She gonna vote me out on the next office game now? I will. I ideally hate name changes. It is for me as a YouTuber to keep up with everything, and then people change their personal names. Our alliance is the best example. We have now the pirate theme. I have not changed my picture yet, but everyone is now a pirate. So, and now they start changing names. And if it's like Sparrow's Aga or Black Pearl Nemo or Greyjoy, a pirate girl, then you still know who it is. But people like Lucius changing fully names, so you will hear an Aussie accent. Oh my God, you don't want. I was in Australia, and I kind of like the Aussie accent. I also like the Aussie vibes. They are mostly, at least the ones I met when I have been in Australia, are pretty chilled, pretty pretty cool dudes. But yes, guys, that was it about. Don't forget to drop a like on the stream, and you can subscribe to my channel. And then you will maybe see more. We will definitely be live streaming that KVK. I'm looking forward to meet all these new people, and I promise you, within 5 days in the KVK, I know them. I know them. I know them all very good. Ask Brochin. Hi, Blade. How are you doing? Ask Brochin. I mean, people tell me I have a really different accent too. So, and we can't change our accents, right? I mean, I'm from Germany, so I don't know if it's a typical German accent, but some people say I have just a different accent. So yeah, thanks for being here. You can turn on the bell notification, then you get a directly info. Sometimes I forget to post it when I'm live streaming, and you can drop a like on the stream if you enjoyed your time with me here. Bro, there is nothing to do, so it's boring. I do understand, Sponge. Same for me as well. I was really bored. That's why we played that Office game. I should maybe stream one time the Office game. This night when we were playing that, guys, that was pure emotions. Everyone got wild. At the end, Dark was standing with that camera. Kolek was running around, and I cannot even say what he did. It was not about the chill Aussie. What then, Grims? You are our allies now, Grims. I have not to fear you. I mean, you could attack me if you want, but if you're German, you definitely hear the German accent. It is what it is, guys. But I just wanted to go with you through. For me, it's always cool to just talk a little bit with the community, with new Q&As, because you have sometimes more knowledge. DSR sent me that new stuff with the city skin. I do appreciate you all a lot. If you stream, if we are gonna have to not let half of them play it, else whole stream is just slaps. I agree. I'm doing good. Finally, new season. Yes, Blade. Finally. And a new Q&A, which bring a lot of good changes. We will see, guys. It was nice to talk to you. Yeah, I'm still in boarding school, only one more week, and then I'm back at home and can play other games on my PC. Sounds good. I'm the best slacker that ever existed. Oh, Grim saying, no, you're safe. I do appreciate. So you give me a second chance? That's very generous from you. It's very generous. It was nice to meet you, Grims. And now, after realizing not enemy and the allies, even better. In the off season in Home Kingdom, I'm so tuning out, and I really focus my work and my real life stuff, and then we play some other games besides. So I'm totally out. I'm just logging in doing the dailies, and then when I tune in the KVK, then yeah, now I'm looking a little bit at the classes system. Then I'm looking, okay, what is the situation? How will that be? And can't wait to be stuck again in League of Legends. That is a game I would never play. I know a lot of League of Legends lover out there. I do not know what they are doing there. For me, it looks like people just running around wild and doing stuff. I don't know why people play that. It's only going an hour and everyone is running there like crazy. But that I do see many people do like that. It's just not my type of game. I like that community stuff, city building stuff, improving stuff. Thanks. It's been a pleasure. Same here. Okay, guys, I have really to end. I'm just now stuck in 10 minutes to end this stream. We see us soon again. Meet you all in my new KVK. We will definitely watch our KVKs. We will have an eye on other KVKs as well. I'm super excited about the Echo PTX one. There are a lot of good KVKs out. We will sometimes look at them as well, how it's going. New infantry heroes, we will figure that out also. And oh, maybe I will stream soon a Forge of Light probably, and the Exemplars. So thank you very much for joining. Drop a like on the stream. See you soon again. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Happy gaming and much love, your princess.